Vanny, bring me everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
Everyone! I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Let me explain something to you. I am not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude.
No one is to stone anyone until I blow this whistle.
You can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Lord, you can imagine where it goes from here.
Joe Rogan would say 3, 2, 1, and we're live. Okay, we are live. Welcome back to the Zedos Again podcast. My name is Joseph Buchanan. Opposite me is Kenan Akbulut. From the what's your podcast?
Ken Talks Film podcast.
Ken Talks Film podcast, and we have Sacha Allari from the Sacha Allari show.
I have a show?
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we've got Sacha Allari back again this week, and
I never leave this place. What are you talking about?
That's what I said. Back again this week.
Why was I gone last week?
We're back again this week. So you don't stay here. You go home and you come back.
He's not a resident lodger.
I thought we did this thing on the spaceship, Joe.
Sacha's been 5 days. Go home.
I can't when home is out the window.
Yeah, sorry for my little trip up there. Sometimes I'm a little bit tongue-tied with things. But yeah, how are you guys doing? How's it going with you guys? What's been up?
Yeah, good. It's good to be back on the show. It's been a while. 54, I don't know. 50 odd episodes ago, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
So around in the first few. And things are good. I've just relaunched my podcast as well.
Where can we find that?
You can find that various ways. So you can find it on YouTube, Ken Talks Film channel. You can find it on SoundCloud, Ken Talks Film, and you can find it on iTunes, Ken Talks Film. And you've also got my page on Facebook, funnily enough, called Ken Talks Film. And my Twitter my Twitter handle, which is called it's called Ken Talks Film. So you can find me pretty much any social media, and so Twitter and Facebook, I'll post movie updates and news throughout the week, posts from social media and stuff like that. But hopefully I'll be getting back to a weekly podcast now myself. So it's been like a 5-month absence. So
that's cool. So just a shot in the dark. Ken's going to talk film like now.
No, I talk about pets and animals.
Yeah, man. What are you talking about? About animals. Sorry about that. Sach.
Yes.
How have you been?
Yeah, I've been good.
What's wrong with this phone?
Not very sober lately, but no, I'm good, man. I'm good.
So I'm playing around with this.
From when I last saw you
all over the
last, I guess.
Sorry again?
I'm fine, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
Same, nothing new.
I'm pretty sure there's a few things that I knew.
Nothing that I care to announce on the podcast.
Why is that?
Because that's not podcast worthy.
Why is that?
Because I think it's not podcast worthy.
People want to know about you. So they're invested in you. That's why I keep coming back each week.
I'm like Colin. I'm elusive.
You're elusive.
I'm elusive, yeah.
Well, you're here right now and you're talking, so you can't be that elusive.
No, I'm just chatting shit, dude.
Okay, so we gathered that you're all fine and you're in good health.
Yes.
Good stuff. Let's go straight into it. We'll start with the trailers that dropped for the past 2 weeks because didn't do one last week. So we'll start off with, let's random select Logan Lucky, and this marks the return of Steven Soderbergh, one of my favorite directors, and
so he retires again.
Yeah, until he retires again or makes the next Ocean's film. This trailer to me, again, he's made a caper. He's mining his talent tool, and he's gone back to a good caper, which I think just from the position they're going in, they've all got southern accents. I just love the fact that they all have southern accents and they're playing to the stereotype.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. They're heavy, they're deep accents.
Yeah.
And like you say, it's pretty much the same, well, very similar premise to 11 through 13 of Oceans, where it's centralised on a robbery, and he's assembled a really good cast of actors around it.
Yeah.
You know, so, and, you know, you just feel like Daniel Craig, he's just going to steal this film.
Yeah.
His accent seems spot on.
Yeah.
The type of character he's playing, that kind of kooky, crazy. I don't think we've really seen him like that.
No, I've never seen him.
It almost seems like he's a little bit vulnerable. He's like opened himself up a little bit as an actor to allow that kind of silly side of him out. You know what I mean? So all the others have kind of done that before, but but he's playing it quite straight. But he's very funny at the same time doing it because he's got that crazy character.
He's got all the James Bond money now, so he feels free to to go and do something else before the next one. But yeah, I've never seen him like this either. He's very different. That's what I could say. And Seth MacFarlane's in this, which is random.
Yeah, Sebastian Stan as well.
That's right.
Winter Soldier. I think he's been a bit more of a straight character. He's looks like one of the drivers and stuff. But I mean, I think Channing Tatum. I think he's got such diversity. Yeah, he's really proving himself a great actor. I think what he does now. If you take a look at what something I mentioned in my podcast, like he was in Hateful Eight, and then can do something like this. He can play these different roles very, very well. And I really, you see him like in something like Foxcatcher, where he's sort of like very straight character. Really, that he was brilliant in that.
Yeah,
you start thinking it's him for a while, right?
Well, that's just it. I mean, like Dare John was a long time ago when he was actually regarded a real shit actor, and he was a real shit actor. But you know what? This is a guy that has honed in on his craft. He's obviously taken acting lessons, worked with some brilliant people and some brilliant directors that's taught him a thing or two along the way. I think the best thing he ever did was join 21 Jump Street, and you know what I mean, like for marketing value as well as like trying different stuff, and to hang out with a caliber actor like Jonah Hill, who's actually more renowned for his acting now than his comedic skills. And if you look at the projects he chooses as well now, you can see him really breaking out in terms of actually acting.
He doesn't have to take a G.I. Joe.
Exactly.
He can really be picky.
And that's just it. I mean, like but as you guys said, like Daniel Craig has really, really fucking stolen the show here, because like he's like the breakout role here, like literally. When I say breakout role, I mean like he's just so left field from what we're used to seeing him do, and that's amazing.
They almost reflect that in the trailer where it's like introducing Daniel Craig.
That's right.
The first time we're seeing him. It's like, no, we know who he is, but we've never seen him like this.
Exactly.
So he's almost like a different version of him. So that's quite well. They've actually kind of included that in the trailer.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, and you get just again, like you said earlier, with the cast. I mean, you've got a whole Katie Holmes. I haven't seen in anything in.
Since Batman.
I think she's been in something else, but it's been a long time. And just when I saw, whoa, he's really Steven Soderbergh was really mining the talent pool. And
he's got an Oscar winner in there, Hilary Swank as well. It looks like maybe she might be playing maybe like the FBI agent or something like that. It looks that way, kind of like tracking them down. But what I like about it is it's not the obvious all-star cast that you might think you might have gone for, like your Brad Pitt, George Clooney, stuff like that. You've got some kind of established, but a lot more of them up and coming. And sort of like definitely. A lot of them are in like the peak of their acting at the moment. Like Seth MacFarlane, he is relatively up and coming in terms of his body of work. But Channing Tatum, still, he hasn't necessarily had that. He's still big box office draw. He hasn't had that breakout role where you necessarily associate him with a particular character, and that's what I like about all of these. None of them you would think that is so and so. Probably Daniel Craig is the only one you're like, that's Bond. But everybody else you recognise the actors, but not necessarily linking to a specific role. And I think that's why it's great, because he's playing such a different character, Daniel Craig. But Adam Driver's in this, and I think he's
He's still got his Kylo Ren here as well.
Yeah, I think, from a filming point of view, I think he
Yeah.
probably needed to. But he's a really underrated actor as well, and I think he might actually be the dark horse in this. I think you might find actually he might outshine Channing Tatum in this.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that. And I'm fascinated to see what Katie Holmes is like now as an actress, because she's been, I mean, even that Batman Begins film didn't really, she didn't really have much to do with that character. I mean, and she wasn't even in the second film either. So
yeah, because she was that bad.
Yeah. So I mean, I'd like to see what she's been up to in terms of her acting prowess. So yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Okay, so
I mean, it's got Catherine Waterston in it as well.
Yes,
she's coming off Alien.
Yeah, she's got the same hairstyle that's in the Alien Covenant as well.
Yeah.
If when she walks past, I don't know where that is, but yeah, she walks past. She's got the exact same.
Most
hairdo.
pictures you'll see of her, she has really long hair.
Yeah.
She went for the short hair for Alien. Obviously, this was she was just filmed
She's
straight
filming
after that.
Yeah.
So you got some real talent in there.
Yeah. So yeah.
It looks funny. I'm down for this.
Yeah. He just looks like he's having a great time, man.
yeah, he generally does.
Okay, so on to the next trailer, and this Spider-Man: Homecoming. Okay, so while not being too different from the other trailers, the bits that I really did like seeing in this was him being the neighborhood Spider-Man, where he's just helping the old woman with the directions and just sitting on the top of the train. And that was awesome. You didn't see that in any of the other Spider-Man films. You
got glimpses, but not to the extent that you did in this one, kind of thing.
Because Spider-Man in the other films has gotten older too quickly.
Yeah.
Even in the first Spider-Man, he seems to age.
38.
Yeah, exactly. He seems to age from like 16 to 30 in the same movie.
Yeah.
Where this is just like, this is all happening in the space of probably a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And it's very grounded, and it's going to take place right after Civil War, as you get that timeline there. But I'm so hyped for this film. It's just like, I love the casting. This is like my favourite suit I've seen in a movie. I love the tech behind it, but he doesn't have all the ability to use the tech yet.
Yes.
So you're going to see him progressing and using and finding out more ways to utilise it. And he's going to continue learning. I just love the tone of this movie so far from what I've seen.
Man, I love the parachute. That's a throwback to the 60s right there.
Yeah,
in fact, a lot of these things, like the little droid that comes out from the chest, that was in the 60s stuff. Like he'll only have the gadget for one issue in the comic, and then like you'll never see it again. But I like how they've gone back to the original comics and just kind of like, we're gonna actually take that idea that probably is a bit campy, but make it work in the MCU by having him be Tony Stark's little kid protege.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And it just works, man, and you buy it automatically. Even like with Spider-Man, when they draw him in the comics, he's always moving his eyes and stuff, But that's more because it's a comic, not a movie. And they made it work here.
Yeah, you see the expression in the eyes, which is fantastic.
And it just really works for his character, man. And is that Anthony Edwards there?
Anthony Edwards?
The guy from Transformers, the computer programmer? No, that's not? Okay, fair enough. I thought it was Anthony Edwards just going, yeah, Spider-Man.
No, I think it's just a random
black guy.
Okay, sorry, dude. But you know what, but he's like totally saying what I feel as an audience member.
Yes, Spider-Man, come on. And you can see the theme of the movie is going to be, you need to be better than the tech. The tech doesn't make you. And you know what I found fascinating is like, right from I think probably the first trailer was like the simple fact that he hits the Spider-Man emblem and it's like vacuum packed the suit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was just like, that is so genius, rather than you always imagine Spider-Man trying to wedge his hands into a latex suit, his arms and legs and stuff like that, and it's just like, boom, just like that is genius.
Yeah, they literally thought of everything.
Yeah,
how does he get into suit? How does it stay on him?
They just taken everything you want from the character, and like I said, there's so many TV spots and short trailers now where they focused on. I think they focused on the relationship between him and Stark. They focus on different relationships in different trailers.
Yeah,
I've stayed away from all those now because I really feel that you'll see everything at the movie. That's my only criticism. They've potentially shown too much.
Yeah. But I think that seems to be a trait with so many films these days.
I'm going to say something though. I've never liked the Vulture. Okay, I've never liked the Vulture. He's always been like the most campiest fucking villain because of his goddamn feathers. It's the goddamn feathers and the fact he's a freaking old guy. I just never bought him as a villain. But you know what? They've redesigned this character so well. And fucking, I'm scared of this Vulture. It's fucking Michael Keaton being fucking scary, man. He just looks like he's gonna fucking own. And like, you know what? The MCU has always been like sparse when it comes to like a good adversary, a good villain, and we all know like when it comes to the MCU, who has the best rogues gallery? It's Spider-Man. And you know what? Like, hopefully Michael Keaton just steals the show as like a fucking kick-ass bad guy here.
I guess Michael Keaton could do it just as Michael Keaton.
Anyway. Exactly. Exactly.
So it gives some traditional parts of the character where you've got almost like the feather around the neck. It's like the pilot jacket.
Exactly.
Like sheepskin kind of thing.
And plus, the other thing I like is like, if I remember correctly, he was a rich millionaire in like an old rich millionaire in the originals, right?
Yeah, like in the comics and even in the cartoon.
Yeah, even in the cartoon. But I like the fact he's not a rich millionaire. He's a working guy where he's literally a vulture, metaphorically in a way, because he's stealing all this alien tech to go make his own thing to compete with Stark and stuff.
I think
I kind of like that. That's a really cool kind of change, man, and it kind of makes him more deadlier because he has to work hard at whatever it is that he's doing. And Spider-Man's that little monkey wrench in the work, or spider wrench as we'll call it now, because like he's fucking him off. He's like, dude, I'm trying to earn a living here, and you're like, you know what I mean? You're like.
I think he's probably worked for Stark.
Yeah,
so that's
probably.
why that's why I think he's got the knowledge of the tech, which is why he's able to build that suit. But then I think what this actually may relate back to is I think this is all going to relate back to when the Avengers dropped down. And the aliens came, and I believe there's going to be a shot of the Vulture actually taking the tech off the streets from after the Battle of New York. And he's then used that tech to develop this weaponry and stuff like that.
Funny enough that you say that, even in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they're saying that lots of people were scavenging.
Well, can you remember the short? Remember before Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was even made, they were doing those little Marvel shorts with Agent
one
shots. I swear there was a one shot with like the alien gun. Can you remember that? This is going back years ago. There was like an alien gun short.
Was that after Iron Man 3?
I think so.
Because
there was a one shot after that with the Mandarin.
Yes.
For that, but I don't remember. I can't remember the gun. But yeah, you may be right. But that's where the tech's coming from, and I think that's probably what's going to power the Shocker's suit as well. So yeah, it's not just electricity; it's alien tech, which makes it harder to defeat, basically. So.
You know what? It kind of really makes me wish that the Amazing Spider-Man series just should have been part of the MCU from the start. You know what I mean? Like it's like there's 2 films behind. Right now, we could be on Spider-Man 5 or 4, or you know what I mean? Like, but hey, we've got it now. He's back.
Yeah. So you talking? The reboot of Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm glad they haven't included those.
Yeah.
Do you know who could ruin this, right? Yes. And Sony have been doing this really sly thing. Hey, we've got Venom, and we're gonna make Venom, and it's gonna be Tom Hardy. So okay, that's a Spider-Man villain. Okay, what the hell are you guys doing? This film hasn't even come out yet.
No.
It's. The only way they could dampen it, people are going to start questioning. So what's this? If they don't stop doing that crap,
they just keep seeing dollar signs. That's all they're seeing, and it's like, look, you can see the hype around this movie. You've messed up this franchise already. Yeah, people didn't like what you did with Amazing.
Yeah,
stop. Just leave it.
Yeah,
give it to Marvel and just let go with it. Take your money, count it, and walk away. Just stop messing around with it. So they're talking about making a Venom film R-rated and stuff. Okay, that might be kind of cool for that character, but it's not going to be connected to the MCU.
Yeah.
What is the point?
I know.
No one's going to care enough about Venom if he's not related to Spider-Man.
Look, I mean, like, let the kids get the black suit in movie 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Movie 4 or even 3, you could do it as soon as 3. Or chances are you might get it in Infinity War, but that'll lay the seed.
Out in the galaxy,
That'll lay the seed for the suit to come back to Earth, and then you do a Venom, a first film with Venom. You build that up.
Yeah, I mean that's how he got the suit in the comics, Secret Wars, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he brought the costume back to Earth.
Yeah.
So
perfect. That'd be a great idea to use Infinity War.
And then in a future sequel, you know, you show how he gets rid of the suit. Eddie Brock gets it. Blah blah blah, and then after they have their thing and they decide to call it quits on each other, then you have Venom going down hunting all the other goddamn symbiotes.
Yeah.
But this is something that should happen like 10 years later. You know what I mean? When he's a little older and like, you know, you spread that Venom storyline throughout. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah, I don't really want to say anymore.
Because you can have the Silver Sable Black Cat movie.
Yeah.
As well from Sony. They're going ahead with that.
Well, we were about to talk about that later, but like...
Yeah,
I guess,
it's just so frustrated with Sony at the moment. It's just just leave it alone.
Yeah, jeez, man. If there's one thing I know I can't stand, it's hey, this is good again. Let's fuck it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Because they've greenlit Homecoming 2 already.
Yeah.
It won't be called Homecoming 2, but another sequel for Spider-Man. He's got his Infinity War appearances, but that is all the deal allows at the moment. So, and the person who made the deal at Sony, she has left.
Right.
And it's a case of they need to go back to the table with Marvel now and negotiate anything after that, which they need to do.
Well, it needs to make all the monies.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think money talks, and now that, like, if you're, unless you're living under a rock and don't realise that Spider-Man's part of the MCU, you know what I mean? I think this is going to make all the monies. The only backlash.
That's what I'm hoping.
The only backlash is that you know, it's another iteration of Spider-Man for the casuals to go, well, haven't I seen him in high school before? Do you know what I mean?
I think that's why they're pushing it so hard.
Yeah, I think that as well, to show, look, it's a different take.
And they're connecting it with Tony Stark's. There's enough Tony Stark in it, so okay, this is part of this entity.
Which it needed. If it didn't have that, then I can see audiences being a bit more dismissive of it.
Yeah.
But because it is so closely linked to like Civil War and MCU, and like you say, Tony Stark in it, I think that's what's going to potentially tip it over the edge.
Plus, like, you know, I reckon it, you know, I'm calling it now, I reckon it's going to be a good film anyway. But I mean, like, I'm being a bit premature here, but let's say it was a good, I'm pretty sure good word of mouth will prevail. You know what I mean? Because, like, people will be like, did you see that Iron Man and Spider-Man film? You know what I mean? Check it out. It's like, look at what that shit did for Guardians. Guardians is a great film, okay? And it opens strong anyway, but it's consistently... You know what I mean? It's consistently like held it together at the box office.
Yeah.
Like throughout, and you've had all these big giant juggernaut movies, but Guardians is just fucking killing it, man.
Yeah.
Just based on, you know, the Marvel fucking name alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The second one hasn't done as well as the first one though, has it?
No, it has. It surpassed it.
Oh, has it? Oh,
I believe it has. Yeah.
It's, you know, we can only hope. That Sony comes to some sense, I think, on this.
Well, either. Okay, so on to the next trailer, and this will be Hitman's Bodyguard. And I was very skeptical about this film, but it's actually, it looks really good. I think they've got the comedy balance between Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson just right. And there's more action in it than I thought there would be. And the fact that I didn't know Gary Oldman was in this, and when I saw him, said yes, let's do this. And who's the other chick? There's two chicks in this. There's one from Daredevil, Elektra from Daredevil, and you've got Salma Hayek, which I didn't even know was in this either. And I'm guessing she's playing Samuel Jackson's wife, so that makes it even funnier. That's just, this film looks brilliant. I just hope it stands up to what the trailer gives me in sense of where it's going with its. There's clearly a big end game. It's leading up to a big end piece at the end. That's all it's leading up to, but. Just everything in between looks. I think it will be the banter that these guys have.
Yeah, it's about their on-screen chemistry. You know, and it's as long as it isn't Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool in it. And it's not too similar. But you know, I think he's got the comedy element. It's not going to feel like that. But yeah, like I said, if you actually watch a Red Band trailer, there's so much swearing in it you wouldn't actually believe. So it's got to be R-rated. Because by this you can think you probably get away with PG-13.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's going to be R-rated because the amount of swearing that's in it. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, check out the Red Band trailer because that's hilarious.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, Satch, what do you think?
Yeah, man, I think you guys really hit it on the nail there. I mean, like, I agree, man. This thing looks hilarious, man. It's just such a good combination of actors as well, for, you know, like a body comedy almost kind of thing. And, like, yeah, I like the concept, man, and I like the fact that, hey, if you're going to get anyone be, like, someone to go up against Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson just wins every time, you know, so...
The man just doesn't age.
Yeah, I know.
He does age. He does
look
age.
At him in this
No, he
movie,
doesn't.
though.
He looks
If you look
consistently.
At him in this trailer,
Yeah.
It's not that I don't
bit,
know.
but
He looks like Samuel L. Jackson.
You know what it is? He has a very good makeup artist because when you see him in interviews, you're like, whoa, I can see him. He is his age.
He's 68.
Yeah. But not in this trailer.
No, like I say, in this trailer, it's like he's running around like a 50-year-old. But he's
Yeah.
68.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like.
Well,
fair
he is
play,
also
man, fair
Nick
play.
Fury, man. He's the original Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., man.
Yeah, so yeah, anyway, I'm looking forward to this. I have no idea on the date that we get it here, but August. Maybe a bit later or earlier, depending on what side of the pond you're on. Okay, so next trailer. Murder on the Orient Express. And I do like this trailer. Apart from, Ken has informed me that they've changed the...
No, actually, that was just a fan edit.
Ah,
It was a fan edit, but the music makes a huge difference to the end of it.
Why, they don't waste any time.
So, yeah. On it, man.
Yeah, it's intriguing. They've got that the way the camera pans through the cabin.
I like that.
Yeah, and they're all having their little
titles,
discussion about who
yeah.
did what. And it's got their little title that comes up on the screen as the camera's panning through the train. That's pretty cool. That's a very new way of doing something like this, bringing it to a modern audience, which I think is quite refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a hell of a cast.
Yeah.
Hell of a cast.
Jeez. That was who was that?
Johnny Depp.
No. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything since that Luc Besson film, the Family.
Oh yeah, good shout.
Yeah, but again, Daisy Ridley. This is a film outside of Star Wars.
Yeah, it's got that nice mix because you got Daisy Ridley and like Josh Gad, who are like up and coming.
Yeah.
And then you've got like who else? Is it Judi Dench?
Judi Dench, yeah.
You know, she's in it. You got William Dafoe in there as well. I think the only thing about this is it's a story that's quite well known.
Yes.
You know, Agatha Christie. And it depends if they're going to keep to the twist of the book and film, or whether they're going to try and do something different with it. So I already know who the person is who gets killed.
Yeah.
But it's like, who is it that I'm not going to give it away for spoilers. But it's like, who is it? Is it actually going to change the murderer? So look, I mean, Kenneth Branagh, he's directing it and he's the star. It'll be interesting to see what he can bring to it. Yeah, the trailer was strange, where it's got that real classical feel, but it's real modern music at the end.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird. Jarring.
Yeah.
It took me out of it a little bit, but oh, that's Penelope Cruz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not. I only just switched onto that. Right. Okay. So, but yeah, to me again, this whole section here, that's kind of the seller, and then you have Richard. Kenneth Branagh saying that he's the greatest detective in the world.
So epic.
I know.
That's my only hesitation. Is that going to keep distracting me? Because that silver grey Tash is just on screen all the time. When he's talking, it might be a bit too much. It's excessive. I don't understand. Look, maybe that's how the character had it in the book. So he's trying to stay more true to the book.
Yeah.
But obviously we're used to that little micro mustache from Poirot on the TV show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And suddenly you got one that takes up half his face. It's like, wow.
I'm guessing that
he needs to hold the accent together as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, like, you know what? That TV show is so synonymous.
Oh yeah.
Like you know what? I only ever see like fucking what's that actor called? oh shit, David Suchet. He's Poirot to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But there's been other films of Poirot,
I know,
and there's always been different actors.
I know. But to me, my generation, or like growing up with the show, I think like my brother's like really big on fucking Poirot. Okay, he's got like them all. All right, on DVD. So it gets played a lot in my household. So like, you know, this is like when I see him, I'm like, you're not Poirot, but you know what? I like his accent. I like the look with the mustache because it is over the top and really kooky and stuff there. I want to see what he really brings to the table here.
To be honest, he had to go differently because that thin moustache is so synonymous with
exactly.
So the fact that he's gone this way, because it doesn't even make me think of David Suchet anymore.
Very true.
Damn, that's a moustache.
Yeah.
that's
you know what? I had done Movember for 2 years. It's like, I mean, I think this film, hopefully, it's probably for me, this film is going to be a lot more style over substance, because obviously we're familiar with the material. But it's just about how it's filmed, and which you can see by the trailer, it actually looks like it's shot really nicely.
Yes.
And then it's how it's delivered by those, that cast that he's put together.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely see it. I'm looking forward to it. It's still a way away. It's not till November. So it's only kind of a teaser, but you don't need to see anymore.
No, not really. No.
You know, because anything else, you've got the murder and there's him solving it. If you show too much of the conversations, it's just no point seeing the rest of the movie. You know the basis of it already.
Yeah, I
don't need to see anymore.
But again, knowing Fox, they will probably do another one. Hopefully, they'll keep to the same formula of just keeping it minimal. But who's to know?
Trailers these days are getting more and more to like 3 minutes long.
Yeah, I know.
So
it used to. I remember when we were working at cinema. It used to go. It was going down at one point, and now it's getting longer and longer and longer. I don't know the phenomenon for that, but sure.
I think it's the worry of not giving the audiences enough to get them into the cinema.
Right.
We need to show it's big, it's explosive. Don't watch it on pirate on DVD at home. Come and see it on a big screen.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they keep going for more epic shots and showing you more and more to literally just get people into the cinema as opposed to streaming it.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess that's another thing that the cinema is going through as well. November is a good time for it as well. It's got a clear space between Star Wars and whatever's coming before it. I guess Thor, which is ironic because he directed the first Thor film. That's going to be awesome. Okay, so the next and last trailer is Valerian, and this is another Luc Besson film, and I'm a big fan of Luc Besson. This looks. The other two trailers to Valerian weren't particularly great, but I saw where he was going with it. This shows scale. Everything looks like it should be seen on a big screen. Everything, just how he shoots everything. That big meteor that drops that. Even this little thing here, that kind of fascinated me. Okay, then I'm going to see. But when there's a big meteor that hits just before you get into the meat and bones of this trailer, and I thought that looked really nice. It looks very nice.
It's so vibrant.
Yeah, it reminds me of Fifth Element so much. Yes. Yeah, this is a shot.
Yes.
That's going to look so nice on a big giant screen.
Space. And 3D. This is going to be 3D.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What I found fascinating was it's been a long while since, or it's not very often it happens where a film is released so big it gets the director's name.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like it's not just Valeria. You know, Sea of World of a Thousand Seas or Land of a Thousand Seas. It's Luc Besson's Valeria, and then as it goes through the trailer, look, this is what he's directed. He's directed this and this and this. You love all this. Come and see more of him.
Yeah.
So there's very few directors now where they actually focus in so much on the director, as you know, someone like Spielberg or something like that.
Yeah.
But, so I found that quite interesting. But yeah, I agree. It looks very much in the vein of Fifth Element. It looks huge in scale.
Interesting. He's clearly a fan of Star Wars. Because look at that space battle scene there is reminiscent of a Star Wars space battle. So I don't know.
Well, it could. It's been renowned that George Lucas himself read the comic books of Valerian, and he also said that he was kind of inspired by those comic books to make Star Wars. You know, that was one of his things. It was that, John Carter, World War II footage, various stuff, dude. So it's no surprise that there's like some kind of similarities there, because it's basically the same source material at the end of the day there. I mean, I don't know, man. It looks interesting. I'm not, you know what, I'm actually not sold.
Oh yeah?
I haven't been sold on any of the Valerian stuff. I want to be, because I like Luc Besson, but I don't know, there's just something about it that's not really tickling my interest, man.
If you look at the Fifth Element trailer, right?
Yeah.
That film didn't particularly do too well at the box office, but it did well enough.
Yeah.
For its day.
You know what I think is hilarious though? Back in the day, I remember all reviewers slating it and saying, I remember one reviewer said, no one will be talking about the Fifth Element in 20 years' time. It's 20 years' time, motherfucker. You were wrong. Okay? And you know what? I just remember everyone attacking Chris Tucker on that film, and I was just
I thought Chris Tucker was awesome in that.
I was like, are you nuts? Like, one of our best friends gets ripped to this day because he's just like that character.
You can kind of see why this film has been held. I mean, he says it's been like in development for a lifetime kind of thing, because the books actually came out in like the 70s.
Yeah.
So like 71, 75. So, you know, you can see why, you know, George Lucas found that as a bit of inspiration and stuff like that.
Was it 70s or was it 60s? Because I thought it was earlier than that.
It's late 60s, early 70s, because there's a few books.
Okay.
But yeah, Empire of a Thousand Planets was 71.
Oh, okay.
But it depends on how much they're taking from different books, if it's going to be planned for a few, or whether they're trying to incorporate different stories from all the books into one film. So
if I know Luc Besson, he knows this is a gamble, and so he's gonna make this contained with
the possibility.
Yeah, and so it'll be contained film. But if there's even John Campion from Movie Talk said it himself. He thinks it's gonna bomb.
Yeah.
Okay. And I hope he's wrong, because I think this film will end up being a lot, but it'll be like the Fifth. If you see the trailer for the Fifth Element, it's so similar to this, and just in terms of the marketing back then, it was quite ahead of its time, because there was no dialogue in that trailer, and yet it sold the film so well, and I really like the look of it. I actually can't wait to see it. And I hope people aren't as stupid as I think they are, and actually just give it a chance. People are always asking for original stuff to see on screen.
Yeah, that is true.
And no one goes to see it. And so I don't know how you can please an audience these days, because they're either this doesn't look like the film this doesn't look like Star Wars, or this doesn't look like whatever, and I'm sick of everyone's shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a warning to you guys. Go watch this film. Go watch it.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise Lucasfilm might not be making many more movies.
Yeah.
This looks like it's potentially got a huge budget.
It's got a big budget. It's the biggest French production ever. So
yeah, and it'll be the biggest production. It'll be the biggest budget he's ever had.
Yes.
And it needs to make his money back. So yeah, I'm hoping people go out and see this, because this, like you say, this is the type of film you should be watching on the big screen.
Yeah, this looks like it's made for a giant screen. There's so much going on. Each scene has different colour palette.
So many things, yeah.
There's so much going on in this film, and again, it reminds me of Star Wars. Star Wars has got that same vibrant colour palette. It's they can't. Again, just. I can't blame the marketing, because I wouldn't know how to sell this film, to be honest.
Yeah, I just wonder if it's that kind of name that's going to put people off.
I think
Valerian, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like John Carter.
Yeah.
It was like John Carter of Mars.
Oh man, that was such an underrated film.
And there was a great movie. They just didn't know how to market it.
Yeah.
And I worry that this might be the same thing.
Yeah. But I must say, going into seeing the trailers for John Carter, I actually prefer the way they've done this.
Yes.
It's a little bit more minimal. You see the action on the screen. It's I think it's a little bit more accessible than John Carter because I still not seen John Carter yet.
You should check it out. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great film. I enjoyed it.
Well, this is what
And fucking Mark Strong in that movie. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's such a bad man.
Yeah, take it. He's good then. Okay, well that's it for the trailers, and we go straight on to the news. And so, first topic is James Wan to produce a new Resident Evil reboot, and to be honest, a guy off the street would have been better than who's I had previously.
I think I've watched one Resident Evil. It's just never a franchise that's spoken to me. I think I saw the first one. I was like, nah. Did it go up to 7 or something?
It got up to 6. I think you might be right. It might be 7.
I don't know.
But yeah, I just
it was 7.
Was
yeah,
it 7?
It's still 7.
Well,
yeah.
I just totally lost interest in it. So I guess one because I never really played the games.
Right.
So you know the franchise in itself didn't really speak to me.
Sure, yeah.
And so when after the first one, I think the second or third one came out, it wasn't the greatest reviews. I'm like, I can take it or leave it. And when you haven't seen the second or third, you don't bother with 5, 6, or 7.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're just like, maybe I'll watch it. But Sach, you both probably played the games and stuff like that.
So. He's a super freak, and I'm more like the original 4 games. Those are the ones.
Okay.
Those are the ones I played the most, and like Joe's played. No, you're the same as me.
I played 1 and 4. No, 1, 2, and 4.
1, 2, and 4. But anyway, like when I watched that original film, I think I might have seen it with both of you guys. I was so disappointed because I'm like, who the fuck is Alex? Like the fucking chubby, whatever his face, the comedian fucking song that says who the fuck is Alice. That's all I could think of throughout that film. Who the fuck is Alice? She ain't no fucking Resident Evil game. Who the hell is Mila Jovovich playing, man? And then like, who are all these waste men? And where's Wesker? Come on, man. Where's Chris Redfield? And then the second one, well, I decided to go give it another chance because Joe was kind of like, you know what? It's not that bad because they could be the stars unit that go in before the team in the game. And guess what? Capcom
a game
went,
like that.
Yeah, Capcom went ahead and made that prequel, and it had nothing to do with those characters. So it's like they failed on epic proportions.
Why do you think they've waited so long to reboot it?
Because
there's 6 films, right?
Yeah,
the first film came out in 2002.
Yeah. But they all made bank. That's the thing. They weren't stellar at the box office.
They were cheap to make.
They were cheap to make, and they all churned in a profit.
Yeah.
So they kept making them until my man got rich and old, and his wife can't do no stunts no more.
No, she can.
Well, she can, but you know, do you know what I mean? Like they just milked the boat until they got bored and got filthy rich.
Right, okay.
That's literally it. And he raped that name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, I remember watching the second one, and it had the Nemesis creature in that, and I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna get hyped because I need to see Nemesis. And then me and him watched it together, and we both walked out because there was some love story with the Nemesis creature. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
What was she doing with that fucking beast, man? And then like, did they even show a tyrant in these films?
I don't know.
Mate, I swear to God, like that's what I need to see in this fucking reboot. I need a fucking tyrant at the end. I need a missile launcher, and it needs to be like fucking nuts.
If they put the tyrant is essentially, you've seen Prometheus, right?
Yes.
They're essentially 11 foot tall
engineer
things that will rip you to shreds.
Yeah, but looks more fucked up than Engineer Man.
Yeah, a lot more.
And you know what? They need those little fucking things in Resident Evil 4. You know the fucking white things?
No way.
Yeah, that would shit me up, bro.
That's a
I'm
step
sorry.
too far. Step too far.
That will fucking traumatize people. Because even playing on the fucking video game, and you can't even see the creature. You can hear it breathing, and you're like looking everywhere around the room for this thing. And then the worst thing is, these creatures, they're big.
I think I played Resident Evil on the Wii.
Yeah.
It's
that one.
Right,
but like these creatures later on in the game, like they just stand still, but you have to go past them. And that's the worst thing. You're looking at every reason not to, and then you try and get like your biggest gun with as much fucking ammo as possible because you know shit's gonna come.
Yeah.
You know what? I swear, one time I just walked past them, but I went real slow, like snail pace slow, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, because you have to, otherwise,
you know what I mean?
you're screwed.
I want that kind of feeling in this film. You know what I mean? Like, I want the feeling. You know what? The closest Resident Evil-esque kind of film I think that has the pacing of a Resident Evil film is Signs, and that's not even a Resident like that kind of pacing. Kind of pacing.
I see where you're going.
You know what I'm going with?
I would have gone with Wreck, but
Wreck, yeah, I'll give you Wreck. But
Wreck has that. Wreck has the more of that. That's they're in this one place.
Yeah.
Aesthetic to it, and even in the second one, the whole body cam thing with the multiple cameras, that was brilliant. They took all of my ideas for Resident Evil film and they did it.
Oh.
So I don't know what James Wan will do, but it's
a step in the right direction considering who we've been following for the past, like, I don't know, 20 years or 10 years or whatever.
Guess it's about 15,
have you seen the Resident Evil animated series?
Yeah.
Because there's a film, because I'm just really looking here, and there's it's coming out in cinema this week.
Yeah, those aren't
Resident
good.
Evil Vendetta, no.
Those aren't good. I think if there's anything that runs parallel with the PWS Anderson films, it's those films. They're not good. They are not good.
Did Wesker ever show up in them?
I don't know. I didn't watch anything
You didn't
since
watch
2.
anything past that. Okay. Well, next.
But yeah.
Go James Wan.
Yeah, go James Wan.
If you drop the ball, then fuck you. But like,
okay, so
you can only get better. Let's be fair.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So next story is that Tom Holland will play Nathan Drake in the Uncharted film. But you being an Uncharted fan, how does this feel for you?
Oh my god! What the fuck happened to fucking Joe Canahan's script?
Do you know how this came about?
Because he watched
Tom Holland.
No, it's from Tom Holland.
Tom Rothman. What?
No, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
What?
Tom Holland went to speak to Sony
Yeah.
about the next potential franchises. They spoke about Uncharted, and he was talking about Uncharted and how to have it as a younger Nathan Drake, and they went with him. Because basically he's tied with them, Sony and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I could do this franchise. How about a young Nathan Drake? Sony were like, that's a great idea. Boom, that's how it happened.
Fuck you, Tom Holland. Fuck you. I like the kid, but come on, man, no.
You know what's interesting? He actually said he thought the film would be for somebody older. So he kind of pitched him the idea as like an off chance. But originally he said, I saw somebody like Chris Pratt as Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Do you know, he goes in pretty older, but he goes, I think there's probably going to be some excitement about a younger guy, this, that, and the other. It depends if he's actually going to be. I mean, it's in the game, right? It's in one of the games.
Well, okay.
I think
So
it's the
this
fourth
is no. Okay,
The third and the fourth.
So basically, alright. I would have preferred who's the guy from 18 that's in fucking Limitless and shit? Bradley Cooper,
yeah.
He was made for Nathan Drake in my eyes, okay? Seriously, he looks like the guy. But everyone, I know a lot of Uncharted fans are going to be like the guy from Firefly, Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion's old, okay? He's old. He's too old to be Nathan Drake. But
so is Indiana Jones.
But fucking Bradley Cooper kind of fits the build. He's perfect for the role. Them going. The thing is, it's kind of like in the games in the third game there's a segment which shows how Nathan Drake meets Sully. Sully's like his mentor, kind of like, you know, he helps him out because he's like a foster kid kind of thing, and you know, they show that in the third game, but I guess they could do adventures when he's a kid. There's no reason why they can't, but it wouldn't follow the games. It'd be its own thing. I mean that. There's nothing stopping them doing that. Do you know what I mean? But it's not something that fans of the games necessarily want. They wouldn't mind seeing, like, you know, like Indiana Jones on the Last Crusade, where you have the segment of young Indy, and then it's like boom. You know what I mean? Now here's 20 years later, and he's all grown up and stuff, and this is the real adventure. That's what people want. But the whole thing with just young Nathan Drake, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, well look at it from this point of view, right? Only gamers are going to know Nathan Drake's story.
Yeah.
When you're telling it to a wider audience, I think you have the avenue to go a different direction with it. So
Yeah.
let's say they do start with young Nathan Drake. He can grow into that role and start doing
5-6 films.
yeah. And that's I think that's where their brain.
I can see why they would think that, but you know, and it's just not the direction I would have liked to have seen it go, if that makes sense.
I mean,
that's just me personally.
I see that.
That's just me personally, and especially with all the rumble of what they were doing with the previous incarnation of the script, it had me fired up on all 5 cylinders, man.
But hold on, that doesn't mean they can't not use it. All it means is that they can use it later on. They can always write something else and come up to that, because they're so they're going to think long term, because they need films.
Oh yeah, of course.
They need franchises.
Yeah. So
they need franchises.
It's I think it's a matter of, okay, we can make this the longest like almost Bond-esque.
Yeah.
In the sense where they'll use him as much as they can till whatever, and then someone else may take over, or they could go a different way. But they could even start with Sully's adventures.
Yeah.
And
they asked Tom Holland who he'd like to cast as Sully. At first he said Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh
and
my.
then he said, but I've just been to the set of like Jurassic World 2, and you know, I've met Chris Pratt a few times. He goes, I'd like Chris Pratt to do it.
What, as Sully?
As Sully. How does that work? Because I haven't seen the game.
Has he even played the games? No, man. Oh.
So what?
You know what? When you said fucking when you said who was the first person?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I would have had him as Nathan Drake.
So what is Sully? Why is Sully so different? Like I said, I've never played the game.
Okay, so Sully's got his persona. If you want someone that fits the bill with his persona, it's fucking Evil Dead guy.
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell, okay, is like the archetype kind of, you know what I mean? That would be, or, you know what? Here are actors who I'd bring to the table for Sully. Him, Robert De Niro trying to be him, like pull off that kind of performance in terms of Robert De Niro's looks, if you know what I mean, in terms of looks, but you know he could kind of get the mannerisms and stuff. Or fucking the guy that plays fucking J. Jonah Jameson.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, A.K. Simmons. But think a younger version of J.K. Simmons, or a young.
Well, you got to cast with who's available. Robert De Niro is way too old.
Yeah.
You're saying J.K. Simmons is too old, so you're saying Bruce Campbell, really?
Yeah, I am saying Bruce Campbell. I guess.
Okay, cool.
I get because Bruce Campbell would have to play him older.
Which is easier.
Which is easier than that. But then, if he's playing him younger, he's the perfect age. So Bruce Campbell.
Well, yeah, because Nathan Drake's going to be younger, so Bruce Campbell's probably the right age for him.
But the thing is with Bruce Campbell, it's kind of like
they won't cast him.
They won't cast him.
He's got no no box office draw.
Yeah,
sorry,
but the thing is with Bruce Campbell, it's just kind of like he has that persona. Do you know what I mean? Which is what the game was kind of based on, that persona. You know what I mean? It's like, but then they're just gonna like get.
You know what it is? Depending on how Spider-Man does, they'll be like, get Downey Jr. in there. Let's team these two up again, man. We made bank. Let's just get him in there.
You know what? You know what? I can see that.
Yeah.
I can actually see Downey Jr. It would be a bit different, but I could see Downey Jr. as Sully.
I'm pretty sure the fact that we thought that, I'm sure.
You know what? You know that's so left field that like I don't hate it.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
Yeah,
I don't hate it. But
I can just see it because it gives then Downey another franchise.
Yeah.
And it may bring Sony and Marvel back to the table. It's like, right, we want to be using him for our Uncharted films.
Yeah.
We'll give you a bit more Spider-Man back, and you can. So you just never know.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have to quit Iron Man soon anyway.
Yeah.
So he needs to be looking at his next franchise.
But I mean,
that's another. Okay, there's another thing with that. Downey Jr. doesn't really have to do anything.
Oh no,
anymore.
he doesn't. The man's made his money.
Yeah, he's actually. I want to do that.
Yeah.
But
look, he may go into directing. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's either here or there, but it's still an interesting prospect all the same. But
oh no, man, I'm not feeling this. Fuck you, Tom Holland.
No, he's my Spider-Man.
Yeah, nice. Well, yeah, he just ruined Uncharted for me. But
how has he ruined Uncharted for you?
Look, hey, you know what? We were just talking about Resident Evil. Yeah, I'm having those tinges. Okay, here. All right, so.
Yeah, but I
his
don't.
spidey sense is tingling.
My spidey sense is tingling. It's saying this is a bad call. Anyway,
Tom Holland seems like a talented guy. I don't think he would say this out of jest.
You know what? I think this is what I think what happened. I think he sarcastically said it, and then it became a thing.
I know.
And now he's like shit.
I don't. I think he.
That's
meant
what
it.
I'd like to think.
Well, give it a chance. You never know what will happen. And look, the video game movies have got a bad rep. There has been no good video game movie, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway.
Nobody get a rock.
What about Mortal Kombat?
Whatever. Okay, so on to the next story, and that's the passing of Sir Roger Moore, James Bond actor, dies. So I'm going to pass this on to you, Sach.
Yeah, so Roger Moore died from cancer, Sweden. It was sad.
I believe he did have a cancerous problem.
Yeah.
I'm not actually
long-term
sure.
condition.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sad one, man. It's Roger Moore. I mean, like, what's there more to say?
Yeah, I don't know. You tell me.
I know, man. It's like
I mean,
he's a legend, man.
I know him as
he
the
hailed
Saint
from Stanmore.
Yeah, he's
from Stanmore.
Yeah, he lived
Bond.
in Stanmore, man. He lived in Stanmore.
Oh, right. I
He,
didn't know that.
yeah, man, and Live and Let Die is a sick Bond film. I'm just saying that, and View to a Kill with fucking Christopher Walken. But you know what? The Saint. He was the Saint. Please say you know what the Saint is.
I know what the Saint
TV
is.
show, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I
What's the Saint? No, you know what? He was
Val
actually.
Kilmer was also the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that film was bad.
Yeah, look, it's sad. I mean, like I say, he was kind of the Bond our age when
Yeah,
he was
that's
playing
right.
Bond when we grew up. So he was like the first Bond films I saw, and yeah, he was cool. He had all the lines. He, but it got to the point where he was very, very cheesy because that's where the franchise was going at
It
the
did
time.
get a bit creepy when he was like totally like 60.
Yeah, I mean, Bond kept getting older, and the girls were getting
would get younger, and it's
Yeah.
like Rog. But you know what?
Uncle Rog.
Yeah, Uncle Rog. But no, you know what? I rate Roger Moore because, like, considering where they went with the franchise with Connery and what they tried to do with Lazenby by switch the actor and be like, hey, we got someone that kind of looks like him.
Mm-hmm.
Did you miss the trick? Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They went with someone safe who, to be quite honest, the public at the time wanted to be the next James Bond because of his TV show. It was the same casting. It was the same way they casted Pierce Brosnan. You know what I mean? Like, Pierce Brosnan was a favourite. Roger Moore was a favourite then. And look, he's the longest serving Bond. Well, him and Connery are neck and neck, but,
in terms of number of years?
No, in terms of how many films they pumped out. But Connery's last Bond film doesn't really count because it's not really part of the canon, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's kind of that remake spin-off.
Never Say Never Again.
Yeah.
So, like, the Thunderball remake. But yeah, he did like 7 movies, man, over a course of like 16, 17 years. That's 2 generations, man.
Well, I mean, he's got on IMDb. He's actually listed as 95 films as an actor.
Yeah.
So, he's had his farewell, and he directed to produce 13. So, yeah, there's quite a body of work there.
Yeah, and he's quite. Those films used to play a lot in my household because my mum used to fucking fancy him. But I mean, like, Live and Let Die though. I love that fucking film. If there's 2 entries of the Bond series that I really fucking love, it's Live and Let Die and View to a Kill. View to a Kill mainly because it was just, maybe it's just the Duran Duran soundtrack or at the start, or maybe it's just the fact that it's just the quintessential 80s James Bond movie. It's just so good.
Did you know he was actually in The Saint, Val Kilmer's one?
Yeah, he's the voice on the
No
radio.
way.
Yeah, car radio announcer.
Car radio announcer.
Yeah.
Wow.
At the very end of the movie. Yeah, you hear his voice. He also, I
They
swear,
also did a Saint TV movie.
Yeah,
2016,
recently, yeah.
which he was in as
Oh.
well. So, yeah, he did come back for those kind of things. But yeah, I think his last Bond was A View to a Kill.
Yeah, that's right.
So that was 1985.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Jeez. Wow. Yeah, again, I can't say he was my favourite Bond, but I appreciate how long he ran as Bond.
Yeah,
and
totally.
it adds to the legacy, and especially who came after him, which was what was his name?
Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton, which again forced Timothy Dalton to adapt the character because he couldn't do what Roger Moore did, and he couldn't do what Sean Connery did either.
You know what? I think Dalton was very underrated because you know what? Everyone coated off Dalton for years, and then Daniel Craig comes and does what Dalton did. Mm-hmm. That's what annoys me. It's like Dalton did what Craig did years before and got criticised for it. Yeah, along comes Craig and everyone's embracing Craig, and it's just like, no, man. You know what I mean?
You've got to look at the era as well. I don't think that era was ready for that type of Bond yet.
Yeah, that's true. I guess that's true.
Because when Pierce Brosnan came on, he was an amalgamation of both Moore
and Dalton.
Yeah.
And then he started to get the cheesier and cheesier.
Yeah.
So then it was like, Invisible Car, I need something fresh. And then Casino Royale coming.
I feel really sorry though for Brosnan, because like he had the shit deal, because like that was
GoldenEye is still one of my favourite.
Oh yeah, totally. But you know what? It's because of GoldenEye that makes him so great. Because when GoldenEye
is always referenced.
Yeah,
always.
And he was just he was worthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That film is just that good. It's just a shame none of his sequels ever met that peak kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, as good as GoldenEye was. I think World Is Not Enough is a good shout. I like that. I do generally like that film, but I don't think it's better than GoldenEye.
No. I it's hard to beat that from that era.
Yeah.
GoldenEye. So I mean, even I think only the Bond films only start to get really good from Skyfall. Is it Skyfall? Yeah, Skyfall. I really enjoyed Skyfall, and I don't like the Bond.
Yeah.
So the fact that I liked that film, and
I'm one of the few who don't like Skyfall.
No way.
Yeah, I'm on the set. I was like, when he told me this, I was like, what?
Yeah, just didn't do anything for. It's the film again. Take Bond out of the film, nothing changes. Yeah, guy wants to kill M.
Yeah.
Guy kills M.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. He doesn't do anything in the movie.
That's
he
very
gets
true.
shot, drinks tequila, comes back, follows the other guy's plan to a T, brings him to his house to play Home Alone, and he still kills them. What have you done? You've done nothing. Yeah, this is what frustrated me about the movie. It went from the Dark Knight, oh, it was my plan all along to get arrested. I'm climbing up this ladder. I knew you would follow me to this precise ladder in this subway at this location for this train to come through with nobody on it. And then...
But isn't that just genius on the villain?
Like, no.
I'm just saying.
It was... the film didn't do anything for me. I just thought, like I said, if Derek Craig wasn't in it, it made no difference to the storyline. I was like, no difference. Everyone would have just got killed a couple of days earlier. That's it. I preferred... what was the one after it?
Dark Knight Rises.
No.
Oh.
Spectre.
I was like, whoa! Yeah, Spectre I kind of enjoyed, because for me, that took me back more to that kind of almost, that Roger Moore,
the
Pierce Brosnan type of Bond.
Right.
You know, it's a little bit more gadgets, a little bit more like he's actually solving things and he's trying to figure things out. He didn't have to do any of this. Everything was just here.
Yeah.
He's like, that question, the other one was like, are you too old for this? He's like, no, I'm fine. But the next one was like, actually, it all kind of worked. And so, yeah, for me, I didn't like Skyfall. I know a lot of people, it's their favourite. I just didn't like it.
I
know I'm in the minority and I'm fine with that.
No, I can kind of be halfway with that, but yeah. I've got no clue.
We'll have to see.
Good song. I love Adele.
Yeah. Well, it's no View to a Kill, that's for sure.
Well, to be honest, none of the Bond songs have been great, really. I think, for me personally, the last kind of Bondish song was the one, not Casino. What came after Casino Royale?
Quantum of Solace.
Yeah, so the song in that was the last kind of Bond-esque music opening song.
Yeah.
The others have been very...
Was that with the one for the White Stripes?
Yeah, and Alicia Keys.
Yeah, Alicia Keys, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
See, that...
I had Guitar Hero. That was wrong.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, there you go. So that's what I mean. I want Bond songs to be more like that. They've all been quite downbeat since the Adele one. I did like the Adele one more than I liked the Sam Smith one. Wow, was that bad.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, the Sam Smith one was bad. Woo! Wow. Anyway, we'll miss you, Sir Roger Moore.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Okay, so next story is Top Gun 2 it looks like Joe Kosinski wants to direct this one, and I think that's a big mistake.
I'm loving the fact that Top Gun's coming back. Cruise has said it's going to be the same nostalgia, it's going to be the same era, it's going to be It's gonna have the same soundtrack
And
everything and stuff like that, and
it's
it's brilliant. It's not gonna be called Top Gun 2. It's gonna be called Top Gun
Gun
Maverick.
Maverick.
He's like, you don't need a number in it. It's about Maverick's journey. I don't think the director is gonna have to do that much in this movie.
Yeah, he just needs
To
to
be
point
fair,
the camera
as long as he
and
can
shoot.
point and shoot pretty planes in the sky, it's gonna flow. And Tom Cruise, I love Tom Cruise as an actor. There's not many of his films that I don't like. I'll see all of his films.
He's very consistent.
He's very consistent, and I absolutely love him as an actor. And I'm just like, I am so on board for this, for Maverick. I got the need for speed, baby. Me and Chris still do the top, high, low, high five. Will they have another volleyball scene? We will see.
Of course they will.
But yeah.
It'll probably be something. It'll be an offshoot of that volleyball scene that I guess whatever's popular today, or like an extreme sport or something.
Fuck Maverick, Team Iceman. I just want confirmation Val Kilmer's got work.
No. Have you seen how big Val Kilmer is?
Val Kilmer unfortunately will not fit in the cockpit anymore. So
needs a cameo at least.
Maybe he could be like a general who's like directing it from like the stands or something. I'd like to see him as that. Maybe actually he could become his boss. You know, so maybe
and then they have like
they have the conflict that way. So it's like he was his wingman, but now I'm actually your boss. Almost like Rambo style. It's like, I need you to come back.
Yeah.
You know, he's kind of been retired, and you need to come back, and I need you to take out this, X, Y, and Z, and it's like he's giving him the orders. Who knows? But I would like to see him in it. I think Sacha's right.
Yeah.
Sacha, how are you feeling about Maverick, man?
Maverick, I'm game. Director choice, well, you know what, he's one of the boys with Cruise. He's one of Cruise's boys after doing Oblivion. I don't like Oblivion, but I love Tron, okay? I love Tron.
You're a big fan of Tron.
I'm a big fan of that movie. I understand it has a lot of shortcomings, but I'm sorry, that's a movie which I can watch at any point and just have to see it all the way through. It's like one of the greatest music videos I've seen in my life. It's just for that, I just love the aesthetic and everything. But he's always been synonymous with science fiction. It'll be interesting to see him do something more reality based and like an actioner, because that's completely different to what he's shown before. But Oblivion had some action set pieces, if I remember, and he handled them quite well. So there's no reason why he can't direct it. It all just depends on the script and the story. And yeah, I mean, like, personally though, if I had to pick a director for Top Gun 2, pretend his name wasn't attached, I'd actually pick Michael Bay. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'd actually pick Michael Bay. One, because he has a good relationship with the US military and the Air Force, so which means he'd be able to do and get stuff that other directors can't.
Absolutely agree. He'll be like, here's my shopping list.
And then could you imagine if him and Tom Cruise teamed up? Because Tom Cruise would just be like, Michael, I want to get in a plane and fly it, and Michael Bay would probably make that shit happen. You know what I mean? And then there wouldn't be that much CGI. In fact, there'd probably be no CGI.
But this is what I mean. I'm so surprised Joseph Kosinski is, because he's so not the guy that I think of.
It's more the case of the Tom Cruise club. He's one of Tom Cruise's people now.
But do you think the fact that because he did Tron and he was so aesthetically linked to the original, he could take that? He's got the concepts. If he can make a film like today look like he did 30 years ago.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
He can actually take the look of Top Gun, and like I said, there's not going to be that much to do in terms of, the artistry in the direction, but he'll be able to maybe give you that same vibe, that nostalgia
because
vibe.
That's the one thing I loved about Tron, because he took what was great about Tron and outdated it for a new audience where it felt, and that's probably what, you're right. You're right there.
But my argument is, Michael Bay comes from that same league that he comes from, the Don Simpson.
The Don Simpson, Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
Well, you
it's
know what?
A no-brainer.
If you're gonna do that, outside of Michael Bay, Simon West as well.
Okay.
Simon West.
He's in jail. Is he still in jail?
Is he in jail?
I don't know. He was in jail not too long ago.
I need to look that up.
Okay. I've just realised who I want in this film.
Who?
As his nemesis.
Who?
Nick Cage.
Yes! Yes!
That I would watch that
tomorrow.
Oh my god, Cage would be Cage.
Oh my god, Cruise versus Cage.
Oh,
Cage fight. It's like Can you imagine? Because if you throw him back to like the Rock days,
Yeah.
he can bring that kind of vibe to this kind of 80s theme action movie.
That
could be hilarious.
I would
That'd be
watch that. Nicolas Cage and Tom Cruise haven't been in a film yet, so that would be the perfect film for them to be in. Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Throw John Travolta in there as well.
Oh my god, yes! Travolta as well! It'll be
Are we
a
still
whole
talking
reunion.
Top Gun, or are we just making up our own fucking joke?
Yeah, we're making up our own Top Gun now, man.
We're talking Top Gun 3, baby.
Yeah, man, Top Gun 3.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, this is a bit of a passion project for Cruise. He has wanted to do it for a while, so I think that thing's going to start. They were looking to film like next year, early next year.
Yeah,
so.
it was on Graham Norton saying that it's really down into production.
Now,
so
I mean, like, you know what? The biggest setback for this whole thing, because this was going to be filmed years ago with Tony Scott.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
he committed suicide, and then like I never actually thought this would ever get off the ground after that. To be quite honest, because that around the times before his suicide, that was the closest, because he kept saying, like 2 films before, no, Top Gun's happening, I'm doing it as my next project, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? And like it just never came to fruition. So, Cruise is taking this very seriously, which means it's going to be a reality now. Yeah. So we'll have to see as it comes in.
Yeah, I still think Joseph Kosinski is a bad idea. Okay, so female-centric Spider-Man spin-off, Silver and Black Lands Beyond the Light director. I don't understand what this is saying to me, but
they've got a director for Silver and Black.
Right, okay, right.
So, which is the Silver Sable Black Cat spin-off.
Right, okay. So
is Gina Prince? Was it Blyworth? Plywood or something like that. So,
Melanie, I'm not botching this name, okay? Just saying.
Sorry, Gina Prince. Gina Prince Blywood. Gina Prince Blywood. She's a bit of like an indie director, stuff like that, and she's been signed on. So I think they've looked at a little bit of the success of like Wonder Woman, female director, female leads, and they're probably going in that direction. This is more of a fuck you, Sony. Just leave it alone. Stop messing around with the characters. Because Black Cat will link very nicely into a Spider-Man universe, and that's where it should be staying. There's rumours that they're going to be using Kraven the Hunter as the villain, which again takes it away from Spider-Man, and that, like the Vulture, would be a very grounded nemesis to go up against.
Yeah.
Without being supernatural. So it's. I'm pissed.
I don't understand what Sony's. It's like they're bottom feeding. I don't know what are they doing. Stop shooting yourself in the foot, Sony. Leave it. Let Homecoming come out. Then you can make some preliminary plans.
Yeah.
Don't. So.
He's so frustrated. He can't get the words out.
I'm choking on my own rage here. Just say for the fact that let's say Spider-Man: Homecoming does 42 million worldwide. That would be a disaster. And what are they going to do after that? I mean, they could go full steam ahead with all of this shit, but that would be the 4th time Spider-Man would be rebooted. Yeah. And so, I'm not saying that they shouldn't do this, but I'm just saying that it's premature.
They need to wait and collaborate with Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. Collaborate.
It's just like how can this be a spin-off if she hasn't even been introduced? None of these characters have been introduced yet. I mean, you know what? Silver Sable, you know what? Fuck it. She would make a good villain for the next Spider-Man. Fuck it. You know what I mean? That's what I would do, because one, she's never been on screen. It wouldn't be the villain that I would have thought as the next one, but if they want to do a spin-off, that would be the way to go, and probably introduce Black Cat as well in that, and have an older Black Cat, because I just want that moment where it's an older Black Cat. Remember fucking older Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Oh my god!
She kisses him,
like 15. And then he takes the mask off, and she's like, "How fucking old are you?" And then he's like, "So are we like a thing or what?"
She's like in her 30s or whatever.
Yeah, she's in her 30s, and she's like mortified.
That's awesome. My god.
So I want that. No, you know what? I want that in the next fucking Spider-Man Homecoming.
You know what I want in the next? You know what I want in the next Spider-Man homie? I want in the next Spider-Man movie I want them to talk to Netflix, talk to Marvel, and get fucking Kingpin in there.
Yeah.
That Kingpin with Spider-Man would be sick.
Yeah.
And you could even throw Daredevil in there as well, because Daredevil and Spider-Man have teamed up as well.
Well, Kevin Feige did say, I think we covered it a few months ago, that he said that at some point the TV world and the movie world will cross over. I don't know if he was joking about that, but
I mean, they're always like, they never say never.
This is the thing, though. That's the thing that really, it didn't annoy me, but I was like, no, but, you know, I'm hoping he's still alive. Because, like, Winter Soldier, at the end, I forgot the actor's name, but is it Mark Grello? The guy that plays Crossbones.
Oh, yeah.
So when I saw
he's dead.
When I saw Winter Soldier, I was like, oh my god, Crossbones, and I got really excited. And then you hear like Punishers and Daredevil, and like, oh my god, Crossbones in the MCU is gonna happen, and he's gonna be kick ass. And then you see him in Civil War, and he's fighting Captain America. I'm like, oh my god, they got Crossbones in the opening. What?
Oh, he did.
That's my only complaint with Civil War. I've never seen my face go be so amazed and so disappointed. Like in the set, I was like, no, I refuse to believe he's died.
If he does come back, I'll never watch a Marvel film again.
No. I mean, there's coming back in there's man's suicide bombed, you know. Someone else could pick up the Crossbones mantle. That'll happen.
No, they can't do that. No.
But for me, I don't know.
Doctor Strange magicked him back to life. There we go, Soul Gem. I don't fucking care.
The only thing left for me to say about this is fuck you, Sony. Just hold your horses, let Homecoming do its thing, and then start doing. Look, they've already cast, Venom, Tom Hardy, things like that. They can just disappear all the time. But hold off, and actually, Tom Hardy, Venom versus Tom Holland, Spider-Man. I'd see that.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I'd see that. So I don't have a problem with that. But just wait and just let Marvel handle the character.
Yeah, no, Jesus Christ, Sony. Learn. Okay, so on to the next, sticking with the comic book theme here. So we've got a new X-Men spin-off, New Mutants, which will be more of a horror film set in the X-Men universe. Charlie Heaton. Okay, that's the sentence finishes there. Let's go back to the original. And see
the
what
kid
that
from
says.
Stranger Things, yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
The older brother in Stranger Things.
Okay, so Stranger Things. Charlie Heaton from Stranger Things is in negotiation to play Sam. I don't know who this guy is.
Sam Guthrie, Cannonball.
Yeah, he's playing Cannonball, the gladiator killer. Yeah. He didn't
Who's
kill
Cannonball?
Him, Cannonball. So remember, like he's like this kid when you like punch him or like if he absorbs your energy. Let's say Cyclops.
Isn't that Bishop?
No, let's say if Cyclops optic blast him. If he punched Cyclops, it'll be double the power kind of thing. He absorbs like energy kind of thing.
Okay.
So what I loved about him is that there was a fight where Gladiator comes down and he gets in a fight with Gladiator, and he's the one guy to knock Gladiator out.
Oh right.
Yeah, you know which Gladiator I'm on.
Yeah, I know who Gladiator is. So what if he went up against Colossus?
Yeah, probably the same thing.
That doesn't make any sense.
He absorbs energy, man. Kind of like Sebastian Shaw.
Does he do that?
Did you not see him? He's like, everyone fires at fucking Kevin Bacon, and he's just like...
Oh, sorry. When you said Sebastian Shaw, I thought you meant the actor Sebastian Stan.
No. That's the name of the character.
I just got completely confused. I said, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It was tragic that they killed off Kevin Bacon's character because I really liked that character.
Yeah.
It worked for the film anyway. But yeah, I'm intrigued by this because I want to see that bear.
Oh yeah, the demon bear. Yeah.
That bear is going to be the most.
We keep going on about this on this podcast. I don't think Ken's even seen the animatic.
And I don't think he should.
Yeah, I don't think you should either.
Because that'll be the best thing in cinema.
Yeah.
since the dinosaur in Jurassic Park.
So an animatic got leaked off an action set piece involving Demon Bear, and we watched it, and we were just like, these are just drawings But oh my god,
I can't wait.
We got what the scene entailed, and all I'm gonna say is that shit best not get cut from this movie because I want to see that. And that was a horror movie.
Yeah,
they're saying it's a horror movie now.
So that works totally.
That works totally. Not only does it work, that's fucking scary.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a demon bear. It's like a demon.
It's such an odd premise. It's a bear that's
bear that's a demon that talks and is a mutant, and I'm in. You know what I mean?
Until you, there's no way of explaining to anyone. It's just imagine you try to explain someone going to see this film. Hey, there's a demon bear in it. So what now?
Yeah.
Okay. Just trust me.
I remember saying that to you, and you were like, "Yeah, okay, that sounds really lame." But then we saw the animatic, and you're like, "Oh my!" Your whole worldview was just changed.
Yeah.
You were just like, "I need this shit now."
Yeah, I need to see this film.
It's also got Macy Williams from Game of Thrones.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, she was cast a few weeks ago, right?
No, months ago. She's been on.
Oh, really?
We reported it.
All right, fair enough.
We've been on this shit from day one.
It's been a long month.
I know. It's not your fault, Joe.
Okay, so I'm going to move on from there because we are almost we've been going for a while. Okay, so from X-Men to Dwayne Johnson. It's always good news to hear about The Rock. So the MCU, no. Universal are making a Wolfman.
Dark Universe,
Yeah, so this will be part of their Dark Universe. And so they want to introduce the Wolfman, and Dwayne Johnson may be that Wolfman. And so in terms of where they get, just the way they're structuring it, I think they're doing a good job. They're planning ahead, but they're not giving you too much of what's coming. They're saying, hey, you've got the Invisible Man, you've got the Dr. Jackal, and yeah, there's more to come. And so they're doing it drip, but they're giving you a look ahead, but not telling you what the lineup is. So
this is a rumor.
Oh, it's a rumor. Okay.
It's not official yet, but I did this on my podcast a year ago.
Oh, damn.
Yeah?
Okay.
So like June last year, there was talks of Dwayne Johnson becoming Wolfman.
Right.
And I don't know if any fresh news has come out about it or whether it's like a recycled thing again.
Yeah.
Because of Baywatch.
It probably has,
and stuff like that. I mean, I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually don't want him in that universe.
No?
Oh, really?
I think the trouble with Dwayne Johnson at the moment is the way his career is headed, and the way he's kind of marketed himself. He almost marketed himself as a very flexible and kind of serious actor at the beginning, even though he's doing comedic roles.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's done a lot of action movies, spin-offs and stuff like that. I don't think he fits in the same universe as Tom Cruise and Benicio del Toro. Is it Benicio del Toro that's in it?
Yes,
in Dark Universe as well?
Is he?
Yeah. I think it is.
Del Toro.
I don't know who he is, but
he was no. I think that was the old Wolfman.
No, I'm not talking about Wolfman.
No, he is in the Dark Universe. I'm not sure what character.
Okay.
Because he was in the picture they released. You know, when released that picture in it.
Yeah.
And I just don't think he fits the universe. It's like, yes, the Wolfman is going to be big, but you don't need to have a big guy playing the Wolfman.
Yeah, no, I was about to say
Javier Bardem.
Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
Okay. I always get those two confused.
No, you know what? I was going to just say that. I agree with you because like I just feel like if you get a big guy like The Rock transform into the Wolfman, that's not much of a transformation.
You kind of lose the point.
Do you know what I mean?
You just stick hair on him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it's just like he just gets more hairy, you know. But like, I mean, if you had someone like I don't know, like a David Duchovny or a I don't know, Ed Norton type, you know what I mean? Like hence the Hulk, you know what I mean? Hence the Hulk works so well because he's a weedy guy and then he hulks out. It's that, you know, difference in contrast, you know, that kind of makes that kind of character. So you want to see like some skinny guy, some top dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like you say. I prefer to see somebody else take that on. I think it'd be a mistake if they cast him.
Well, I mean, considering what you just said and what Sacha just said, it wouldn't be much of a transformation.
Yeah,
it's not something to see. You can't see it really. because I'm not sure which one's worse, the Rock or the Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of Angelina Jolie as the Bride of Frankenstein?
Well,
again, not much of a stretch.
I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I guess.
Too obvious, too on the nose.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. You know,
it's not much of a surprise.
Yeah, you know, she's played like Maleficent and all these kind of evil witch type people and stuff, and yeah, I'm not sold on those, but I can understand they want to be going for box office draw.
Yeah.
You know, Dwayne Johnson, I think last year was the highest. His movies total the highest amount of box office revenue.
Yeah, that's right. It was,
stuff like that. So they know that this guy can bank, and it's like if you have Tom Cruise and him in the same universe, they're thinking, yeah, that's money. I just don't know whether it's going to work on screen. I mean, you never know. You don't know, but that's just my gut feeling at the moment on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, whichever way this goes, I think Universal really have they know where they're going with it. They've looked at the MCU and go, okay, let's copy that blueprint verbatim and just go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see where that goes. Okay, so okay. The Jetsons. Yeah, so there's gonna be CGI Jetsons.
That's gonna happen eventually.
Cool.
You know what though? I mean, like, I remember Robert Rodriguez about 10 years ago said he wanted to do a Jetsons movie.
Yeah, but that would be like Spy Kids.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know. I think no, it might have even been longer than that because I think that's what Spy Kids ended up as.
Right.
Maybe he couldn't have done Jetsons and he went and made Spy Kids. All I know is there was a rumor about him doing it years ago, and I was like, I could totally see that working. It's not live action, is it? It's CGI. Well, I could see that working. It's just a bit weird though because like the aesthetic of the show works for a 60s show. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Kids now would just be like, well, we've got half of this technology now.
No. Futurama got away with it.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Futurama got away with reintroducing old things from older shows like that, which were. There was zany explanations for why this thing was around, but it made it work because it was a 60s stand-up of what the future would be.
Yeah.
And so this has been done by the Sausage Party director, which is I don't know, but
there's two directors for the Sausage Party, which was Greg Turner and Conrad Vernon. I don't know if they've got both of them or one of them.
Oh, okay.
But look, the guy knows how to do animation. Mm-hmm. I think all of this basically relies on the voice cast.
Yeah,
and
possibly. Yeah.
From the parodies that like Family Guy and stuff have done of the Jetsons, I think Seth MacFarlane would be involved in this.
Maybe,
in terms of voice casting.
That might be the way to go.
And whether they blow it out with celebrities like your Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, and all those kind of things, like the same guys from Sausage Pie. You can't take it the same tone. I'm not saying the same tone, but...
Do you guys think this film could possibly be 10 years too late, though? I mean,
it's like 30 years too late.
Yeah, I mean, like...
No, not really.
No?
If they said... Again, just like... Look, Futurama ran for, give or take, 7 or 8 seasons.
Yeah.
And the comedy in that is sending up that 60s... type future, and it works really well. If they can get that same sense of humor into this, and as you said, if it's
but people are going to buy the family environment. You know, it's a family at the end of the day. The Jetsons. It's not. You know, if you think of how they tried to relaunch like Flintstones and stuff like that. And it's just like what they did with those. This is the kind of same kind of vein. I mean, it was out in like 1985, the Jetsons, and it's. If you look at the Halifax commercials that are on the moment, it's all Top Cat, Flintstones, working on that nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
It could work, but I just think because it's a family dynamic show, where it's the parents and the 2 kids and the dog, it has to be aimed at kids.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be aimed at like adults or mid-adult. It should be a very much a like pause type TV show or cats and dogs or whatever it is, you know, very young based, like Trolls or something like that. So very young based, because otherwise I just don't think it's going to make enough money. I just can't, personally, I can't see it. Unless they go extreme alternative and make it like a Sausage Party, like a very adult animated and stuff like that.
I mean, if you're getting the director,
with Leroy swearing at his dad, like, you know, fuck you, you know, I'm not going to school and all this bullshit. I don't know. That's how I kind of see it. I think it's going to be very hard to do. So it'll be interesting to see how they go about it.
It's kind of a peculiar sell because I guess there was a window for that, and it being in the public zeitgeist, so to speak. So you could be right. But Sach, you're excited about this, so.
No, I mean, like, you know, I thought it was newsworthy. I mean, like, you know, no one else is talking about fucking Jetsons. I mean,
there's a reason.
They just threw it in there. It's news. I mean, like, Sausage Party directors. I mean, they also worked on the Shrek films as well. Okay. So it's not, you know, I think Sausage Party was just a case of, you know, they got these guys that were animators. You know, they had to have worked on other stuff rather than just Sausage Party. And like, one of them did.
Just that word, Sausage Party, but it just kills me. Yeah, so Conrad Vernon, he worked on Shrek 2, Shrek 3, a lot of the Shrek films basically as a co-director.
Should have stopped at Shrek 2.
Yeah. What else has he been on? Madagascar, Monsters vs. Alien. So yeah, this guy's done some of the big stuff.
He's done a lot of animation then.
Yeah. The other director's more TV animation. So he's done like Thomas and the Magic Railroad, Happy Ever After. You know what I mean? Mainly TV stuff. Sausage Party was his first feature kind of thing. So, you know, they're just there because they know the craft. You know what I mean? So it's not really down to the director. It's all down to whoever writes the damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like where the studio heading with.
Yeah, and voice talent and stuff, and it all depends on the direction that they go in. We'll have to see until we know more. So, yeah.
All right. Okay, so on to the next story, and that is, according to the Hollywood Reporter, director Patty Jenkins is prepared to helm the follow-up to the Wonder Woman film that just came out. I have not seen it, so I can't really make a distinction on if that's a good idea or a bad idea.
First of all, I say props, Patty Jenkins. She is now the highest grossing female director of all time.
Okay.
Wonder Woman after opening weekend. I really enjoyed Wonder Woman. Me and Sach saw it together.
Yeah.
And I just did a little mini review on my podcast this week. I rated it 4 out of 5. I thought the direction was fantastic. I thought that the way they deal with feminism in the movie and the way they drive the character was really great. You know, Chris Pine in the movie was great. You know, he was a bit more like the heart of the movie to try and drive it forward and move her character forward. I think Patty Jenkins did great. I think the only thing that will stop her coming back is Warner Brothers being Warner Brothers and being stupid when it comes to the DC universe.
Yeah.
She has already stated that she wants to come back and do the second. Gal Gadot's already probably tied his like 5-6 picture deal.
And very rightly so, because you know what? She was fucking fantastic.
Brilliant. She actually nailed it. You know, everyone came out the majority of people came out of Batman vs Superman was like, Affleck, great, Gal Gadot, great, everything else. Let's talk about that. But I think what she wants to do, she wants to bring her back, and she says, I want to move Wonder Woman now back to America, because there's one criticism that's come out of the critics from the States is it was not based in America. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's in England and it's in Germany and there's all this kind of
bullshit, well, she's not from America.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly, it's like she's not American, but from the comics point of view, they see her as an American hero. Yeah. So she's like, I want to take it back to America. I want it to be more updated. So I'd imagine it's going to be around Justice League, but I'd be very happy if it wasn't. I like the fact that it could be as a standalone movie, set it around like Vietnam if you want, or something.
You know what? I agree with you there, because you know what? The first thing I thought of, and this is kind of how I thought they should have went with Cap, though. But like, you know, I get why they did that, and Winter Soldier's a boss movie. But you know what? I would have liked to have seen as a throwback to the Linda Carter era, have it set in the 70s, and like you said, a Vietnam movie and stuff, and you can have lot of throwbacks there to what people know of Wonder Woman.
Well, her spinning around.
Yeah, without it being too cheesy, because it's set in those times, if that makes sense. And then have the third one set in the now.
I would like to see her have her own element, because we're going to see her in Justice League anyway.
Yeah.
So I want to see her again. But the way they did this movie is she's
a fish out of water.
Yeah, she's a fish out of water, but she's reminiscing about her history.
Right.
So the movie starts off with her in current time, after BVS.
Right.
And then it's like the whole thing is like flashback within flashback kind of thing. So it's,
that makes sense.
And and that worked for me. It set up the film really nicely. They weren't just like, okay, here's her at a baby. You know, they referenced where she was at, and we're going to take you back to show where she came from.
Right.
And so I like that about it. How you could do that again is going to be difficult. Because then is she going to be sitting there reading magazines like, oh, I remember when, and then it's like flashback. Yeah, exactly right. So I think from that point of view, it is going to be hard to take her out of the current situation.
Yeah.
Well, she could be shopping, and they could be like a 70s disco thing, and now we're just clapping it up here.
Hey man, hey Joshua Mecca.
And one great nod that I really liked in the movie as well was she had some ice cream in it, and she's like, oh my god, this ice cream is incredible. And she's like, you should be very proud. And that's something that was in the comics. It's in the animated series. It's in Justice League War. And they've done it in the movie. It's a really nice trait. It's a really nice Easter egg that they put in there.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
I'm so on board for her coming back.
Okay, awesome.
Such, you more thoughts on the movie, maybe?
What, on Wonder Woman? No, other than the 70s thing that I want for the second movie. But I mean, like, you know, in terms of having Patty Jenkins back, that's a win. She has to come back because, like, she just did a really good job there. I mean, like, the movie all round, best DC Universe film, not really that hard.
True.
I wouldn't say that it was. It wouldn't be in my top 10 superhero movies ever made, but it's an important movie for superhero movies, and it was. They didn't drop the ball. Not once did they drop the ball, and you know. Props to Zack Snyder and his team, because like he's credited as one of the screenwriters, and you can tell where all the a lot of the nods came from Zack doing his thing because he's a comic book guy. Patty Jenkins's love of the Christopher Reeves original is shown there. As you guys probably know, there's
it's
like
the alleyway scene.
Yeah, and it's a good scene, man. And
they even managed to make the lasso of truth good.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You know, it could be a really dodgy weapon or really cheesy.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
They've actually done it so well.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
I was so impressed with all that kind of stuff about it. Really good movie.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing that bugged me about it was the German accents.
Yeah.
One German had them, and maybe two, but the rest didn't. And there was no continuity there, and I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
So that kind of took me out of that time period because it's so World War II centric.
Right.
It's like if you should just cast German people. Why are you not doing that? You know, just to make it more authentic. But other than that, I'd say props to film. And you actually had I thought the villain was decent.
Yeah.
As well. Powerful, big struggle at the end, so like 1-on-1, and which was great because normally in each of the superhero movies it's like 1 against 100.
Right. Yeah.
Let's get the minions in.
Yeah.
And you didn't have that.
Cannon fodder.
Yeah, exactly. And you didn't have that with this. You'll have it with Justice League, but you didn't need it with this, and they didn't do it. So that was really positive.
Okay, awesome.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, it looks like
we love you, Paddy.
Yeah, both of you agree on that. So I have not seen it yet. I will be seeing it this week. But I go with your consensus. Okay, so here's the best story of this whole thing. Ender's Game star Haley Steinfeld is reportedly in talks about appearing in the first Transformers spin-off, Bumblebee.
Yeah.
That's spit on the news. Fantastic, great news.
I'm still like, you know what, I saw a Transformers trailer like on this podcast, and it didn't really hit me until I saw it in the fucking cinema, where they showed like Bumblebee get destroyed, but he managed to come back together again somehow. Like he like refixes himself. You saw this, right? And I was just like, well,
it's just like you do a new toy where it comes.
Yeah, it's like really, that makes no sense. So bring back Ironhide. You know what I mean? Like. What the I give no fucks. I give no fucks.
Clearly neither does Michael Bay. Oh, yeah. Here's a blank check. Okay, thank you. I'll film explosions and stuff.
Yeah.
I just...
It's like this writer's room, man, had best be good, man, because, like, I'm telling you, the shit I'm seeing in these trailers ain't impressing me.
I'm not going to watch this Transformers film this year.
Are you not?
Nope. You guys are going to have to tell me what it's like, because I refuse to pay to see another Transformers film where Optimus Prime is bad and they've completely screwed the mythology.
It's so bizarre. It's like they're sitting in the writers' room. It's like, what's hot right now? Game of Thrones, right? Let's put some swords in their hands and bring it back to medieval times. Yeah, and it's just like it's bizarre. What they're doing with Transformers, and I said, you know, we spoke about it just before we came on air. It's like, Bumblebee, you picked the one character who doesn't fucking talk.
Yeah.
How do you drive a movie, pun intended, a movie with the character who doesn't talk? It's all going to be about the character, you know, with sound effects.
Yeah, essentially.
You know, and it's just
going to
like,
be an art house movie.
Look, I mean, the director they've got for it is Travis Knight. Okay, so he's done animation before. He's done two shows. He's done Paranorman, and he's done Caroline,
which are actually all great
and they're
movies.
all really good movies. So you have a bit of talent there in the director's chair, and it really depends on
the script.
If he's allowed a spin-off, as in it doesn't have to tie into everything else.
Right.
And is Bumblebee going to get his freaking voice back? Because I think if he doesn't,
because he does at the end of the first film.
No, you know what?
Doesn't
you know
he?
What? You know what? When you say it's the Cubone the Two Strings guy, and the fact that he doesn't have that voice. I could see that working under this director and have it be a really smart move if it's written and done creatively.
Is it gonna be an action type of film, or is it gonna be a more of a?
You know what? If you had John Lasseter behind this, I'd be on board, like that. Tomorrow, I'll be like, the Pixar guys got the shit sorted. Story that, do you know what I mean? But like, we don't know. I mean, like, the fact they've got a good director that's so good with animation and storytelling. I don't know how much input he has into the script, but I don't know, man. We're in a weird place with Transformers right now. We're in a place where
no one gives a fuck
and whatever. So this one's kind of like they're throwing stuff at the dartboard and seeing whether anything sticks.
That's probably literally what they're doing.
And this is like, you know, with this talent, you know, he's the only reason why I have kind of like a glimmer of faith. But until we know more, I can't really speculate really, other than that kind of thing. And this actor, cool. You're the new Sam Witwicky for this movie. Awesome. Don't care. You know what I mean? Like, you're no one I actually care about, really. I'm sure the kid's done some good work, but do you know what I mean? You're just a bounce off, because what people want to see from this movie is Bumblebee. If you're giving me a Bumblebee spin-off, I'm in it for Bumblebee. And we don't even know which bee we're getting. You know what I mean? Sign language bee, or like fucking, you know, bee with a voice. So,
Yeah, well, you can sense the tone in the room that no one really is interested.
It's just like each studio knows how to fuck up a great franchise.
Yeah, somehow.
You know, it's like
there's always someone there.
You know, well, actually, to be fair, Sony fucks up a lot of franchises. But, you know, it's just like, you know, Paramount, Universal, you know, got a pretty good record and stuff like that. But when it comes to this, it's just, they don't... Look, like we've always said, don't blame...
I don't blame Bay.
I don't blame Bay.
He's just doing what he was hired to do.
And he doesn't write the scripts. He has no involvement in the writing as far as I'm concerned. And he points and shoots. I don't actually have a problem with the way Transformers looks as a movie and the way it's directed. But it is the writing.
I have a couple of problems. Megatron looked like a mess.
No, I mean in terms of the tone of the movie and the style of it.
Gotcha.
I don't have a problem with the way they look. I have a problem with the way Megatron looks.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's like he melted and then froze halfway through it. But it was, and they made him such a bitch in the second one. That's where they lost me in the second one. I love the first Transformers movie. Don't get me wrong. I think we all saw it together.
Yeah, we all saw it together.
Yeah, and we saw it at the cinema. It was like a staff show.
Yeah.
We were whooping at the screen, finger snap. It was great.
The first time they transformed.
Oh my God! I was like, ah! But then when they made him a bitch in the second one, the third one got slightly better. Then the dino. Oh man, just.
Yeah, I know.
I've had enough. That's a film that I'm looking forward to a reboot eventually.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, again, you heard it here. We love this Bumblebee spin-off film. Okay, so on to the last story of the day, and that is the director of the upcoming Death Note live-action film will make a Godzilla versus Kong Kong film. So I've not seen this Death Note film. I don't, considering how good the Japanese live action film was, and that was really bad, I have very little faith in this Death Note film, and that doesn't, Warner Brothers clearly see something in him, so we'll see where it goes.
I mean, look, it's Sash, you go first. Go on.
Well, I can't really speak for this director, but you know what? As long as this movie has the same tongue-in-cheek and ridiculousness as the Kong movie that just came out this year, I'm balls deep in, okay? Because you know what? That movie is probably my favourite film this year.
Kong was so fun.
Kong was just, you know what? That second trailer that showed us the tone of that movie, have you seen the movie, Joe?
Nope.
Okay. That's what the movie is. That movie, oh my god, it's so funny. It's jokes. My only qualm is like it has a really dumb thing, and this is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in a movie, but I laughed every time it happened. It's like they like, you'd have all these soldiers, then there'd be a situation, then all of a sudden they have, like, for example, there'd be a guy with a flamethrower, and he wasn't there the whole movie, but he was there specifically for the scene, just to whoop out the tech and die. And every time,
He was a Richard.
Yeah, but it's just the fact he wasn't there with them the whole time, but he just randomly showed up.
Yeah.
Or that individual, and they, like, none of the main cast die. Okay,
of course
spoilers.
not.
None of them die. A few of them just flat out should have died, which probably would have made it even more jokes.
Spoilers.
But the fact that the movie was just jokes in general, it was just so funny. It was just an entertaining ride. It was the best popcorn movie that I've seen all year. Like, literally, it was the quintessential version of a popcorn
The director,
movie.
he also did The Guest.
Oh yeah.
You know, 2014.
All right.
I'm interested. I'm sold.
Change my mind now.
Change my mind. You know what? And if you've seen The Guest, he totally fits this fucking universe. Because you know what? That Kong movie. That oh my god, man! It was just so fun. This movie needs to be a self-parody of itself and be fucking fun.
Yeah.
Okay. And
the thing is, he's going to have the Godzilla sequel coming out before it.
Yeah.
So Godzilla 2 will be out before this one does. So it'll be interesting to see how they do tie it all together. At the end of Kong, they have a scene where all these people are talking about all these characters, all these other monsters being unleashed and stuff like that. I can't see those characters coming back because that was set in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And Godzilla was set pretty much modern day.
Yeah, so
right.
So it's like,
well, maybe you can have the actors back, but they're actually old.
but they have to make them look older.
Yeah.
So it's those actors from Kong necessarily aren't going to be coming back in the same universe. I know Ken Watanabe, he's back for Godzilla 2 and stuff like that. So it'd be interesting to see how they tie all together. I think, you know, and the height differentials, because Kong is massive in this movie.
I guess they had to make him up to scale.
And he's the biggest Kong that's ever been on the screen.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you got Godzilla,
Yeah.
who is going to be smaller than him, but then it's like, has Godzilla grown in the meantime? You know, so there's a lot of variance there that it's like, how is it actually going to kind of play out?
Well, this is the thing in Kong, he was actually...
He wasn't even fully grown.
He wasn't even fully grown, yeah. They even say that. Like,
really?
Yeah. Because he's the last of his kind of thing.
Yeah.
The mythology...
His parents have got killed.
His parents got wiped out. He's still like growing up.
Oh, right.
And
so he's a kid.
Yeah. But
Holy
he's
cow.
bigger than any previous Kongs that have been about. And
Holy
he's still
cow.
growing.
Wow,
So,
that's going to be an interesting
But this
fight.
is the thing, because in the film there's like this big hand thing on a mountain, which is clearly bigger than the Kong in the movie. That just goes to show how big that one of his kind can grow, because there were other Kongs.
Maybe that's Donkey Kong.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so we're more positive about this now that we know what it's done.
Yeah, totally. If it's the guest director, I'm in, because have you ever seen The Guest?
Yeah.
Love The Guest, man. I watched it with you, didn't I?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Oh man, we were crying.
Because it was not the film I expected at all. And so, yeah, it was a real pleasant surprise for me. And, yeah, more power to him. I don't know what the Death Note film is like, but the fact that Warner Brothers want him for Godzilla vs Kong, that shows good faith in his directing skills. So, yeah, good on that, man. Okay, so that's the end of the news, and we go into the films that are opening this week. And if I can find what is coming out, I know one of the films. Okay, so we have The Mummy. We have The Mummy, which stars Tom Cruise, directed by Alex Kurtzman. Also has Sofia Boutella. Jake Johnson.
She was the girl from Kingsman.
That's right, yeah. Jake Johnson, Courtney B, I don't know who that is, and Russell Crowe. So I'm looking forward to it. I thought they would have had a Brendan Fraser kind of nod, but this isn't that film.
Different universe, yeah.
Because, do you know what? I even thought about this. All of those films were set in the 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
So he could have been an old man saying, "I remember a time." Just some old guy that is passing on the thing to Tom Cruise, and they could have easily got a nod to him in some way, but never mind.
Decided to go full reboot.
Yeah,
full
reboot. But yeah, the way they're rebooting it is really cool as well, because they've got this whole universe, like we said earlier. It's gonna looks like they thought about it. So
yeah,
and it's a female mummy as well.
Yeah, exactly. So they've got stars. All of these films have stars in them. So that's the fact that when Tom Cruise signed up for this, that made me curious about. Oh, so Tom Cruise doesn't sign up for anything.
Yeah.
So something about it must be awesome, and that plane stunt that looks really awesome. When I saw the bit on Graham Norton the other day, I thought, wow, that actually looks really good. That looks really well done. So I mean, we've only seen quite a snippet of this film, and that's what I like about the trailers to this film. We haven't seen that much about it other than that she's a mummy.
Yeah.
And so, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, what's confusing is you don't actually quite know Tom Cruise's character.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
it's
he
mystery.
seems like the guy who discovers it.
Yeah.
It's like he seems like he might die in the plane crash.
There's no way he survived that plane crash.
And then, but then it's like he's been brought back to life. But is that because of what the mummy's instilled in him?
Yeah.
And I think I saw a spoiler in a most recent TV spot.
Oh, really?
So I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But it leads me to believe there's much more to his character than just she's trying to chase him, he's chasing her down.
Right.
So I think there's going to be a few surprises in this, which we probably haven't expected to see in the trailers. But this last TV spot just gave something away, and it kind of annoyed me. And this is why I try and avoid this kind of stuff. It's purely by accident. I saw it, I was like, oh. So I can see when you guys pick up on that when you see it.
Okay.
Well, I'm definitely going to see it.
Yeah, also. Yeah, that's...
You interested?
Yeah, of course I'm interested, man. It's fucking Tom motherfucking Cruise, man.
And that's his actual name.
That is his actual name from now on. It's a Samuel Jackson name.
Sam motherfucking Jackson. I'm up for this as well. That comes out this week, so that would be the 8th of May. June. Even. That will be the 9th of June. So look out for that this Friday. And the other film that comes out is a kind of personal favourite that I really want to see is Wilson, and that's the one with Woody Harrelson and Laura Dern when they have that kid.
I know the one.
Did you see it? He looks like one of those guys that has no filter and just says anything to anyone.
Yeah.
And it's a graphic novel, I believe, right?
Oh, is it?
I think so. I believe it's a graphic novel. But the film looks hilarious. I remember seeing the 2 trailers to this. I'm sold. Anything, to be honest, I like Woody Harrelson. Anything that he's in, I'm really encouraged to see anyway. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. It's one of those black comedies that When I say black, I don't mean black. I mean dark comedies. That really sits well with me, just like American Psycho did, and what's that other one with the well, you get where I'm going with that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, especially seeing Laura Dern in a film again. I haven't seen her in anything in a while. So
well, it looks like 17 is a year.
She might even be in the next Jurassic Park, apparently. So they're about to finish wrapping on that. But
you know she's in Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like she's having a resurgence. So yeah.
Well, I think all them Jurassic Park people are having a resurgence.
Yeah,
Jeff Goldblum's in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So Sam Neill.
Yeah. Oh, he's in Jurassic Park. He's in Jurassic Park as well. Yeah. So
I mean, Woody Harrelson. He's going to be in War of Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that's right.
Well.
Yeah.
And isn't he in?
He's in Han Solo.
Yeah, I was going to say young Han Solo.
Yeah.
Also out this week. Have you got?
No, you go. You got. I only put 2 films up there.
It's you've also got My Cousin Rachel.
Oh, that's the one with Rachel Weisz. Yeah.
So I think that's going to be
it's a period drama, right?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a little something.
Yeah, I guess that will have the same. You've got your big blockbuster, and people that don't want to see the big blockbuster can go and see something that's a bit more down to earth, a bit more of a down to earth story. So yeah.
And you've also got, which I'm not sure it's hitting cinemas over here. You've got Lou Ferrigno in Instant Death.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't think I would hear Lou Ferrigno in anything
a vicious
ever
gang
again.
war for drug dominance draws in a disturbed Special Forces veteran, John Bradley, trying to adjust to a normal life and haunted by inner demons of a violent past. The underworld's retribution on his last connection to humanity, a daughter and grandchild, leads to a descent of, and it goes on.
Is that violent past the Hulk, by any chance?
The fury and violence that is not even the brutality of gangland is prepared for. So, yeah.
Wow.
That's the poster for it. I was not aware of this. I think it's a straight to DVD movie.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Lou Ferrigno, Instant Death. Revenge
You go, man.
Revenge is an understatement.
If the Hulk's chasing you, of course.
Yeah.
Freaking hell.
Brilliant.
Do you know what? I'd love to be in the room when someone came up with that line.
Who gonna cast in it?
Liam Neeson doesn't want to do another Taken. What are we gonna do? Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno. He's the
Wow.
He's our new star. Let's go with this. The Hulk takes on the world.
Crazy.
But yeah, okay, that really sidetracked me.
Sorry, carry on.
No, it's just that these
It
are
just popped
Ferrigno.
up on IMDb and I was like, what? It's the first one before The Mummy, so I was like, what? So I was like, yeah.
Well, there you go. Lou Ferrigno is still making films, so let's support that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still kind of the voice for the Hulk, so you know.
Yeah, he does some of the stuff the voice
Does he?
Well, the Hulk's voice is a combination of Mark Ruffalo's actual voice and Lou Ferrigno.
Wow, he's really trying to keep himself relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough, man. That's
that's how it is.
I almost want to see this movie to see if he says "smash" in it.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And
Do you know what I mean?
in The Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno did all the motion capture.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So,
Because no one knows the Hulk like him.
yeah. But like with the Avengers movie, Mark Ruffalo was very eager to do all the
Motion capture,
capture
yeah.
himself. But the sound people were like, no, we need Ferrigno's voice in there because we need like the vocals to sound kind of like old Hulk. So yeah, it's like if no one could do that anyway. But you know they wanted to go extra. I remember watching the Avengers DVD and they were talking about the sound design and they had Lou Ferrigno there just going. Just
Give him a paycheck.
Why not?
Okay, well that brings us to the end of this podcast, and what a packed one it was.
Yeah. Can I just bring up something that's just come up?
Yeah, do it.
It's like more like not like breaking news.
Breaking news.
I think this is hilarious. So Dan Aykroyd's just been given an interview.
Oh no, it's about Ghostbusters.
It is about Ghostbusters.
I knew it.
Oh no!
And he's asked to share his thoughts on what's next for the franchise. Yeah, so
Reboot.
So this is what he said. Ghostbusters made a lot of money around the world, but just cost too much. making it economically not feasible to do another one. So that's too bad. The director, he spent too much on it. He didn't shoot scenes we suggested to him, and several scenes that were going to be needed, and he said, "Nah, we don't need them." Then we tested the movie, and they needed them and had to go back about 30 to 40 million in reshoots. So he will not be back on the Sony lot anytime soon. I just thought that was quite damning, which I needed to share.
Ooh.
So yeah, Dan Aykroyd not happy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hang on, wait. Is Paul Feig doing? He's doing a sequel to Spy, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing the sequel to Spy.
Who's that? Is that with Sony?
I don't think so. Let's have a look.
Actually,
Was Spy with Sony, or was that with Fox? Or I think it was with Sony.
It could be. You could be right. Who knows?
Anyway, they can't really say anything because they're the guys that wanted him. So
that is by Figo Entertainment. 20th Century Fox.
oh well, okay. So he pissed
So
off
he's
Sony.
good.
He's
Yeah,
good.
he's good.
It'll just go back to Fox.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
ooh, that's damning.
Yeah.
I bet he was after Wonder Woman as well.
Really?
No, I said that. I bet he was after Wonder Woman.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, yeah. Well, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Yeah.
On that bombshell, that is the end of the podcast. I'd like to thank Ken from Ken Talks Podcast. I just completely messed that up. Ken, you go. You tell
Ken
them what
Talks
the real
Film
thing.
Podcast. Thank you. You can catch me at Ken Talks Film. Ken Talks Film on pretty much any social media. Search Ken Talks Film. But no, thanks for having me. It's been awesome.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. And Sach, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter, SashMan3 on Twitter, and check out my short films on Sacha Allari on YouTube.
And you can find this podcast on YouTube and pretty much everywhere. As you know, you listen to it, so you probably already know where to get it. And yeah, that's been the Zedos Game Podcast, guys, and we are out.